Hey everyone, James Niggemeyer here. Thank you for tuning back into my YouTube channel. Today I want to do a new tackle and trends video. That's a playlist that's in my channel that you can go and look at some of the newer baits, some of the things that have been trending in the fishing industry, and I like to share whatever, just some different things that happen or are happening in the industry that are things that are happening, and it's good to take notice of those things and be aware of what's happening and how you can apply that to yourself as an angler and become a better fisherman. And even if some of the things maybe aren't within my my repertoire of the way that I like to fish, there are some things that you can learn from that by the presentation, by the bait, by the things that are happening, these trends and these baits that come out that really can help you just become a more well-rounded fisherman. And today I want to share with you guys a new bait by Buckeye Baits called the scope head. And some of you guys might be like, well, I'm just not big on the forward-facing sonar, live scoping, active target type fishing, those types of things. But hear me out, because this is a piece of equipment that I feel like really will help you be a better fisherman. It'll help you present your baits in a manner that maybe you're not used to, or the fish are not as used to seeing them presented toward them in this way. Now, obviously, this is made for forward-facing sonar because a lot of guys catch fish that are suspended over open water. More what you call in the ocean, you call that pelagic type fish that are roaming, following bait, and really trying to keep up with the bait, and they're not really relating to any structure per se, or even any depth zone. They're relating to the food source. And so this is a real important thing, whether you're fishing forward-facing sonar or not. When you see schooling fish out over open water, or fish cruising or moving in pursuit of bait fish, you're going to want something that's going to, a tool that's going to enable you to do that in a better way than you've had in the past. And I feel like the scope head has done that. I got some of these. These are so brand new. They came out at ICAST in Orlando, Florida, and now they're available at retailers, Bass Pro, Cabela's. But the beauty of this thing is that it gives you the ability to present your bait in more of a horizontal fashion, which is more natural, as opposed to a lot of your jig heads will have a tendency to be nose weighted or fall in that vertical descent. This keel, what this is called is a keel weight here, enables the bait to stay more in a horizontal manner. So I've got one here that's paired up with the Yamamoto scope shad. Gosh, it looks so good. And I got some of these a little while back in the last few fishing trips. I've caught fish on it, and I just see the value in having this tool is part of my repertoire, part of my what I have available in my bass toolbox, so to speak. But with this keel weight, it helps to, instead of, most of your bait's gonna fall, nose down, and these will also, obviously, because most of the weight's there, but once you apply some, some tight lining to it, it wants to level out and swim more in a naturalistic or a natural fashion, just like bait fish would in the water column. And that's really important because it looks more like real bait fish. So that's something that I think is we all want to be able to imitate the prey items that the fish are eating, and I feel like that makes it just that much easier. But some of the high points, some of the things that I think makes this particular item different than anything out there is, number one, you've got a premium hook there. Fine wire, medium wire, somewhere in that. I don't think I'd quite call it medium heavy, but it's got a shorter shank hook, smaller hook for smaller soft baits. It has that lure keeper right there, that wire one, but also with this keel weight, there's another spike there to kind of lock in the bait in that manner right there. Kind of digs into the belly and locks it in, so that it's kind of a double lock right there, so the bait will actually stay locked onto the head and butted up against in a more naturalistic fashion. The gills and the realistic eye and even the mouth and different things like that, Just looks really good. It's got a 90-degree line tie, and then a couple other things. On the bottom of it, I don't know if you can see that, it's got the weight stamped on the marker or marked on the bottom of that, so you know which size you have. So a lot of great features. This particular head that you're going to want to use for a lot of different soft plastics. Like I said, you know, I've been pinning on that Yamamoto scope head or scope shad on there. Another one that you could use on the back that would be great is the 3-inch Yamamoto Seiko. And then one that it gets overlooked is the 3.5-inch swim Senko. But it's a swim Senko just in a 3.5-inch size, and I feel like it's going to pair well with that scope head. So, you know, there's some great ways in which you can present your soft plastic. You could even use the smaller Yamatanuki on the back here and give it more of a bluegill profile. But the scope head, like I said, I've been out there fishing with it over the last couple trips out. I really like it. I've caught crappie, I've caught bass on it, and really feel like this is something I'm going to have to make room in my terminal tackle and jig heads box, so that I have something that fits that niche. And you know, as fishing goes, we're in a more of a refinement age where we're trying to have the right tool for every or as many conditions as we can so that we can catch more and bigger fish. So that's it, guys. Just the scope head. That's what I wanted to share with you. New tackle and trends. And it's a trend within our industry that guys are going to be fishing baits that you can present in a more horizontal manner towards fish that are not relating to structure. They're relating to bait. They're swimming around free through the water column, and they're kind of nomadic that way. And this is going to give you the ability to present your soft plastic baits in a natural fashion, especially when those fish aren't wanting to eat jerk baits and they're not wanting to maybe come up and hit top water or crank baits or rattle baits or different things like that. So the Buckeye Lure scope head, something you're going to want to take a look at. That's it for now, guys. Just a quick tackle and trends video. Hope you like it. If you got anything out of this video, please give me a thumbs up and drop a comment down below. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Until next time, good fishing.